Okay. Smirnoff. I had a little fun the other night at my son's. I love the colors of these cans. Oh, you got to be kidding. I'm not buffering at all. Hey, Janie. Good morning. Give this a try and see if I can emboss this piece before I make a flower out of it. All these up here are embossed, so I'm assuming that I can. So I'm going to get this set up here. I have my cord. I thought I had all this out, but of course I didn't. Oh, that's cool, Janie. Put that there. If you hear anything, it is my speaker I have on downstairs. And I'm hearing some moaning and groaning down there. All right, let's see how this does. We'll just see how this will work. Okay, what setting do I have? I want it on emboss. I think about right there. I can't tell with this thing. Okay. I should have. As I pulled my cord loose. There we go. Oh my. Can you see that without too much glare? That's pretty. Got a piece over here that didn't, but that can be the bottom of the petals. Now I need to cut another one out. These cans are not quite as easy to cut as the Coke cans are, but I think it's because they're smaller. Oh, yeah, get this out of the way. Come on. My blade has got dull. Let me turn that over. Yeah, I know there's a way to do that. Oh well, just have to deal with the dull blade. I'll get the scissors out here in a minute and cut through it anyway. little sharp edge right there. Those I keep for the centers. Okay. Well, I'm not showing any buffering on this end. Janie, are you buffering? Okay. Because I'm not showing any here. I've had a pretty solid signal ever since I came in. Not as high as I would like. I'm going to trim up this edge a little. Good. Because this is the first time in ages I've come on and not had any buffering that I can see. Okay, that one's ready to emboss. Oops, I just lost that in the floor. That's not good. Okay. Set this back over here. And I'm going to use that same embossing folder. Okay. That's the top. That's the bottom. The top of your embossing folder always has the name on it. Would help if my top on my machine wasn't bowed. I'm going to have to get one of those. And okay. I'm going the wrong way. All right. It did good. Got a little burr right there. It needs to come off. No, it did really good. Okay, so now I'm going to set this over aside. I'm going to cut out some petals. I didn't know I left out. I thought I might try some of these. I've got fruit jars, which would be kind of cool. And I have which would look really cool in aluminum. I also have this heart. And those I could use on mixed media. Yeah, I thought I had another one laid out here. I have this one. I may try some of those. It's just a can. I don't need these small ones here. If I start buffering it now, it's because my kids are on the computer downstairs. I hear them moving. Don't go on the computer. I'm online. Did you hear that? I know. Hi, Clara. How are you, honey? Okay, we're going to try to emboss it or cut these out. And see how they do. Let's see. How many can I get on here? I might get the bow thing on there too. Or the bird. I have a bird and I have a bow. I have a butterfly. Let's see about this one. Oops. I get 3 on it. I believe I might be able to. Nope. Nope, not quite. Well, I think I might. Hold. Washi tape's not going to hold. Man, come on. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Jane. Oops, I've got it on emboss, not cut. Let's see. Oh, I can never get that to turn. My hands don't want to work. Okay. We'll try it there. Okay. I'll try it there. Sweetheart, this is an evolution. We are memory keepers. And it's not even touching this at all. Darn it. So, try it again a little deeper because it's not touching it. They have to have another pad on it. Oh, you have to work today, Jane? Oh, wow. I bet that done something. Well, almost. It tried, but not quite. We're gonna give it another go through. One more pass. Lay down there. One more pass. All right, let's see if it did it. If it didn't, we're in. Oh, I cut off part of my heart. That's not good. Which is pretty. But the outside edge, I messed up because it come off. That one is, I was afraid it would do that. Okay, let's get this. Here's the center of that one. And the outside edge messed up a little. Let's see. Well, maybe not. One little spot right there. Didn't want to cut. Hey, Cheryl. Hey. This one cut. A lot of cuts in that one. Oh, wow. That turned out pretty. Yes, I'm cutting aluminum. So this one didn't, that one cut all the way. Did not, but I got the center out of it. This one, it has cut all the way, but I've got a couple of little ends here that are going to give me some trouble. Then I can take it from the other side and see if I can get it loose. It's got one piece there that didn't cut. Like it should have. Yeah, that broke loose. Yeah, you could. Come on, break loose. There we go. There we go. Come up that way. Wanted to cut the bottom out of it. Okay, that one tore loose just a little bit, but not too bad. I think those were actually supposed to come off in between there, and they didn't. But I can trim those with the scissors. Just broke another one off. Hey, if you put these in mixed media, you know, you can put that bad side underneath something. So, you know, actually, a smooth aluminum does not cut your hands. Now, the ragged will, but if it's cut smooth, it won't. Or it has, never mind. I really hate the rest that didn't come out of there, that heart. Because it would have been pretty had it come out. But it didn't. Now, I can still cut some leaves out of these corners. Here's one. We can cut a smaller one here. Small, thin one. And this one, the embossing went off of it, but that's all right. We don't. So there's that all cut up. It's usable, but that's all I can say about it. I love the butterfly. I really, really like the butterfly. That's pretty. I don't know that it's worth doing again, because I can make pretty flowers out of them just by cutting them. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do that. I may put that butterfly, I may put it hanging from it. Hi, Shannon. Okay, got to get the aluminum off my board here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but there's aluminum over it. Now that I have to be leery of. All those little pieces. Don't take the scraper to it. I'm going to scrape them right off in that lid. Okay. I do love the embossing on them though. So I'm going to do that some more. So let's get another can out here and we'll cut it up. I had 4 cans is all I had from playing. Got a lot of bottle caps for some mixed media. And now my kids are in the Bahamas on their anniversary trip. So I told them to bring me back some sea glass. All right, Sandra. Or a rich old man. They could have their choice. And they said, well, they met a Turkish man who was building a casino and a mansion. And I said, well, the rich casino owner sounded pretty good. Wasn't sure about the Turkish. I might, it might work, but you never know. I do wonder how these jars would look cut out. Wouldn't those be cool cut out in aluminum? I suppose we ought to try one. I kind of agree, Kathy. It's the reason I haven't got one. I think I'm going to try the jar. It's, of course, that middle piece is going to come out, so it wouldn't have a lot of embossing on it. But I think they would be kind of neat. So let's give that a whirl and see. Oh, we'll slide around where you want. I don't care. Let's see. Maybe if I turned that over, it would lay flatter. Okay, I'm going to be off camera while I'm doing it because I'm not going to move that heavy thing again. Well, I heard it click several times, so let's see if we got it. Whoa, did we ever? Oh, cool. It did move a little bit, so only part of it's embossed. Out of there. Now that's cool. Cut it off just a little bit right here. Must have moved. I should have taped it because it cut it just a little bit right here. But we could smooth that out just a little. Yeah, I think we'll try that again. These can be they can be glued down, put on the fronts of your books. you know, it can be like I made this the other day for an art book. They can just be put right down on the front of it and glued down. This is my little art journal that I made out of cracker boxes. That was blurry. Let me get it down here where you can see it. I made this out of cracker boxes. I didn't decorate the back side, but this is all my cardstock that was heavy that I wasn't going to use. I recovered this book for my granddaughter. She in here. She didn't want that flowery thing. And then I finished up this journal, find out all the dangles on it. So I have crafted a little bit, but I've got some of that on a tape, but my tape was, boy, that really cut deep, that one. Okay. I'm going to go back to we saw that worked, and I like that. That was fun. Wait a minute, let's try this one. Let's try this. Because that would make a fun label on the front of a book. So we'll try that. Tape. Let's come up here. Only washi tape I've got is Christmas. All righty. Let's see if we can cut that one, because I really think that'd be pretty on a book, especially with some inks on it to make it look old. Thrilled that I got this gift to me. Marlene to get that to me, and it's wonderful, but I do need to order another plate. And hi, Allison. Hi, Patricia. I get moved. I've been having seizures as much, thankfully. Ooh, I think it might need another go over, because that does not look like it's turned loose. No, it needs one more time. Let's try it again. Let's get it down here. All right, I believe it has that time. It's got so many curly cues, it's hard to tell. No, it's not coming on this edge. I don't know if that will work or not. I can see it's cut here. No, we'll try it. Come on. It's not coming up with the die. Okay, one more time. One more time. Let's see. Maybe go a little bit heavier on that one. That's where I'm taped. I'll tell you that washi held good. Okay. I don't know if it's going to come out of there or not. What I do with my looks like it just a little bit cutting right there. Nope. Pull a little piece off of it right there. Come on. Ah, tore it. Okay. Tore that one. And it will tear. Go through there. I'm going to tear it here too, I'm afraid. Yep, it's going to tear it there too. One little piece holding it right there. Yeah, it tore it. So, okay, that one is not a good one. That one is not a good one. Yeah, it tore several pieces off of it. Tore some of the edges off. So no on that one. A leaf out of that and just make it work. So there's me another leaf. Okay, put that away. The jar was the best thing. That was the best one. So you have to watch the filigree on them. They don't want to come out. The butterfly did good, but I went over it several times. So and I could, if I could get this adjusted to a little heavier setting, it would probably cut it better. We're going to cut our leaves out, our petals out. I've got 2 pink cans and I've got 2 green cans. Pull that washi off. Stick it on there. This under here. And that under there. I do like the embossing on them. I think some circles would have been prettier. And these might all become petals for a flower, since I wasted some of it. But we can put a butterfly on our flower. It did flatten out some of my embossing going through there to cut those. Cut it off. All right. All of that and then cut up. On pieces that are useful. I don't know about that one. And I don't know about that one. That might be pretty as a circle in the center of it, though. This is my centerpiece of the flowers. Where's that stick? The center of that. Where did I put it? It's not big enough. Well, that's what I'm thinking is it could be grunged up with some dark colors and some rust looking colors. That can be grunged up real easy. Because the way I do these, the way I color these is with markers. Um, I don't use the front sides of the can because I don't really like the writing on them. You can, you can do them this way and make the petals, but you've got these patterns on them, and I don't care for that. So I like to turn them over and do them this way. And then I take like this marker, and this is just a fabric marker, and it doesn't stick real well. Use your finger, dries down, and you'll start getting your color, and then it'll build up. This will be the second layer. And I really embossed these on the wrong side. I should have embossed them on the other side and got the pattern more on this side. But you just keep building up, and you can change colors. Let's see. I have to get my colors down here. My markers. There's a black and a green. There's a blue. And another yellow. You can use markers of any kind. They don't have to be the fabric markers. There's a pink. A little yellow on them down towards the bottom. Fan them upwards. And you can use your inks. Hi, Linda. Bye, Linda. Let's see. Let's get some inks out here. I want the Tim Holtz one for sure. Let's get that out because we're going to grunge up that butterfly. You have to do several layers. You can't expect it to take to that metal right off the bat. It's got nothing to hold to. I don't know if you could layer a little gesso on that and change that or not. You might could. Can you see what I'm doing? back over it. See, it'll pull off. It'll pull back away from it. So some gesso would probably help. And you can use your sprays. I think I want that right in the center there, but I'll put it in there last. Okay. I don't know how these ink pads will work. We'll see. Oh. If it's going to work on them or not. It's not a super good sponge. Actually, it's doing pretty good. We'll have to do another can. It's not enough. And whatever I put on them, I seal them. I spray them with some clear sealer. Because I put these out in the garden. Okay. That does that in a hurry. That had a little alcohol left on it, or tape, or something. That tape. Okay. Come up. See the ink on it? Kind of hard to see in there. But it is inking them. And then you can use your paint, your copper paint, and your, you know, whatever else you want to use on them. I've painted some. I've spray painted some. I have inked them and made them bronze and gold and that kind of thing. You can see that one really good. Let's see. That one. These distress inks I just absolutely hate to use, but I'm gonna put a pair of gloves on to use them. If I can find my gloves. Okay, where did I put them? I also have this that I want to work into mixed media. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but look here. This is old, really old. And anyway, I want to set that down in a box or something. And you would. I love that too. Okay, where are my gloves? I had a whole bunch of gloves up here. They disappeared too. My granddaughters, my little ones were up here yesterday having fun. Yeah, they even had my down in the floor. I've got to do that too. Okay, I found some. Sorry about that. All right. Have fun. Gonna party. My family is all gone. My son's in Cancun. The kids are here, but I don't know what they're going to do. Lori had to work late last night. So, you know, it's just one of them things. But I'm not much in the mood for partying anyway. Just not much in the mood for partying. I was going to make some, Jen gave me a whole bunch of 4th of July stuff, and I was going to do that, but didn't get that done. Trying to find me a piece of paper that I can use to strap on here. Here's part of the calendar. This is what I'm thinking about making something to that order. These are pretty, but I've got bunches of them. So right now they're just going because I want to spray these. Down here just a little. Okay, we'll let that set. Let's try a little black on our butterfly now. Now this is black marble. I don't know that it's any better than my marker. Yeah, well, I tell you what, I was getting over my brother, and I was really not the best company in the world. And I know that, but you know, I just was getting over my brother. My fibro had went crazy. My nerves had gone crazy. Girls, the reason I haven't been on is because I really come very close to having a nervous breakdown. And I have just not wanted to craft. I've not been able to craft. This is the first time that I've had, and I got these cans, and this is the first time that I've wanted to do anything. And I love tin can art. I have done this for years, and I love to do it. You can take these and flatten one out, and you can draw anything on it that you want to. And they're fun. Actually, that's looking pretty good, this butterfly. Now that I'm it, it's got just a little bit of, let's give it a little tint of red along with the black. Come on, I'm about out of the red. That's my favorite color. Pretty, pretty. Okay. Pick that back up and lay it aside now, because I need to work on some of these. So point just come out of that butterfly. Go back over this one and get it red. And make a small petal. There we go. We bury his ashes tomorrow night, and it has been very hard, and it's been yeah. There's just 3 of us left now. And my brother has AFib. My sister has MS. And I'm just a mess all over. So I'm just a mess all over. That I have been sleeping. I mean, sleeping a lot lately. I went into a fibro fatigue, and I just zonked. I mean, I couldn't move. Yesterday I slept from 7 in the morning. Well, I slept all night. I got up at 7, went back to bed at 7:30, got up at 10:30, was up with the baby until about 1:30, and I said, come on, we're going back to bed. And I slept till 7:30 last night, and they come and got the baby while I was asleep. So I was just give up. I just give up. But I slept good last night. So maybe it's broke. Okay, I've got this one to do. And it's kind of broke, but it's still pretty. I'm going to put a white base on it. And let it set a minute. That's dilutions. And you have to get them up quickly because they are a mess and they will stain anything they. My new ones that say today's good mood is sponsored by coffee. Yes, I can hide with a flower or a leaf or a petal, and I think it'd be pretty down inside it, kind of coming out of the flower, because this is my center. So if that went right there, the flower petals under it, it would be really pretty. Because this is the center of the flower. Do it upside down. And you start with your outermost petals. And you just hot glue them on. You can go on the bottom of it and then come up. Or you can get a circle, cut a circle, which is what I was planning on doing with this one. You can cut a circle around, a big enough circle that you can glue them on, and then put that piece in the center. Now this will cut you. This piece will cut you. So I'm going to take the bottom off and then I'll trim out both of them. And a good sharp craft knife helps. I keep saying every time I go to my son's, I'm going to get me blades for this. He's got 100 packages of them, and I forget them every time I go. And I'm not going to go buy them when he's got them. I'm too cheap to. Okay. Now I'm going to cut this in half right here on this piece. And I go about halfway down and then cut from the other side. Come into your cut. It'll be a little bit uneven, but you can come into your cut. Then open it up. And you can just take a pencil or any kind of poker and just go from one end to the other, which will help it lay straight. Just give it a straightening. Okay, now we can trim off the edges. Get you a good pair of scissors and just cut right down the edge. We'll cut along this edge, even though it doesn't have but one little piece. I'll cut this side. And once you get all those burrs done, you can actually run your finger along the edge of this. Pull these off. And I'll show you. See, you can touch that side. You don't want to, you don't want to run your finger all the way down it, but you can touch that side anywhere and it's not going to cut you. I'm putting some pressure on that. And it won't cut you. because you cut off all the burrs. The burrs will cut you and the rough areas, but not the smooth edges of the can. Okay, now we need to emboss this. So we'll find my embossing folder under here. It is under there somewhere. And I'm just out of screen with that, but I'm going to put it in this embosser, which is what I've been using. I don't know if I want it like that or if I want it the other way. I think I want this side up. That's the side it's supposed to be embossed on. All right, that's the way I did it before. I'll just stay with it. Okay, now change this to embosser. Okay, now you've all seen them work. Okay. And there's our embossed piece. Got one edge, of course, that doesn't because it doesn't fit quite right in it. But this I'm going to cut me a base out of because I want a bigger base to glue on. I want to make a larger flower. Have to be a perfect circle because we're just going to glue all over it and cover it up. But I'll use the rest of that for. Hi, Mike. How are you, honey? Good to see you. Okay, I want to glue in my hot glue gun because I'm going to make this one fast. So I can unplug that. And plug this in. Dadgummit. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, I like to bend them, the pedal down just a little bit and one end up just a little. And get my glue gun on and let it. We've been embossing and cutting tin. Here is a jar that we cut out. Some of them worked and some of them didn't. Here's a butterfly that we cut out. It's covered with Delusions paint, ink, and a heart that we cut out. And then the jar. So they will die cut. You need to be sure that your die cut is not a thin die cut because that's what had the others. I did cut this out. It has some broken areas, but I'm going to use it for the inside of a flower. So it will be fine for that because I'll just cut off these little edges and use it for the inside. My inside pieces can also be the insides of flowers. I've got that. And I have a heart here somewhere that come out of it. No, the heart was solid. You can emboss and cut in with your embosser. I like the jar too. It really turned out cute. And that can make a tuck spot in a book. It can be used on the front of a book. You can put these anywhere. I did a Mickey Mouse or a Minnie Mouse and hooked it to the top of a box. And it really came out cute. So you could put these on the side of a can that you wanted to, or a jar that you wanted to make a canister out of. You can glue them down right on top of the jar. You can take the smaller ones and you can put them on the lids and write what it is, because this is. So, you know, you could do like that. That looks more like that is a tag, not a jar, Mary. Why was that in with the jars? Oh, well, you see what happens? And there's a small tag. So you can use these, and these cut really well. So I didn't try this, but that would also make a label out of them that you could put anywhere you wanted. And let me show you, where's that piece? You can take a piece of this tin, and I'm going to go over here where it's not been embossed. And you can take a pen or a pencil, and you can just make a design on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. You see that little heart? If you do it from the back side, it will emboss it into your metal. And then it will stand up down the edge or wherever you want to put it. You can make circles. You can make leaves. I usually take my leaves or my petals and make a little design in my petals that look like this, so that they have a little bit of more color in the leaf petals that I cut out. I usually put, you know, my line down the center like this, and then out and out and out and out and out. Since that's going on the bottom of this, I don't care if it's marked like a leaf. So that's how easy they are to make into a pattern or whatever you want. So you can draw on them, and I'm going to bend this one just a little bit. And I'm going to start this, and I'm going to have a whole lot of petals, a lot more than I've got. And you've seen me do this before. If you were in here, I've only done it once before on the channel, but you just start hot gluing them down into your center. Like from just the lap, just a little bit. That one up. And where's my little pencil or whatever? And give it a little curl on the bottom. Yes, I put these in my garden. I like to hang these on my fence. So a lot of times I just put and I've done mixed media with these. Yeah, you could use these in Arizona, Patricia. You sure could. You can use these anywhere. Anywhere you can put them on a stake or on a fence, or, you know, on a, you can make a birdhouse out of these. Uh-oh, that was already hooked, so it's just going to be there. And I went too low with it, so I'm going to come back up. Some might be a little small for this round, so I'm going to just fix them to go on the second round. And just start right here. And put one right there. You can pull that down just a little. This is what you can get from partying with kids, and they buy you strawberry ice or Smirnoff ice. I did enjoy myself. They quit buying their beer in cans, so shoot, you know, there goes the. And I don't buy pop-in cans too often, so. And this is how you make the rows. I'm going to come in, I'm going to go ahead and make a third row, and then I'll have to cut some more tin. And you just keep adding petals. That's a little bigger one. We might could use that for an outside edge. A lot of times I just curl them with my fingers. And then put one right there. So that's the start of our flower. When we get to the center, like I said, we'll be in the center. And then I'll start building around this. So and I was probably backwards, but it'll make a small one. And since we're going to go pretty small on this, I'll cut it out. I watched an anaconda, not an anaconda, but oh, the snakes they have down the boas. It was nasty. And I also read that there had been 2 cases. So you girls in Florida, be careful and be aware. If you go to the water, make sure that you have no cuts that are open, because they have had 2 cases of necrotizing fasciitis that has come from the water. And that disease eats away your flesh. So you want to be very, very careful that you don't get it in an open cut. And it was from a reputable site, but I don't know, you know, how often it's happened or anything, but just make sure you have no open cuts or anything when you go in the water. Otherwise, because it won't bother you if you don't. My aunt had it. She got it from an infected boil. And I'm telling you what, she had 30 surgeries in 30 days. They did save her, and it's a wonder they had. But yeah, it's scary. So just a heads up. You know, I don't know. You can check it out on there and see if there's been any reported ones. Yes, fatal at times. So you have to, they can save your life, but if you don't catch it soon enough, it's very hard to. So just be aware and check it out, see if they've got it. But basically cover your wounds is what they say. Don't go in the water uh, with an open sore. Exactly. That is exactly right. You could have a cup on your feet. You could, you could have a scratch that you reached down and scratched and opened up. Uh, you just don't know. So that sure don't look like much right now. But we'll get some of these colored and see if we can't make it look a little better. I'll do some more coloring on this too as I go along. Well, I had heard that it was getting bad. That one scared me because I watched my aunt and oh my Lord, how she suffered. Oh, really? That's not fun either. I have grandkids going down there just this next week. Clinton and Melissa are in Cancun or somewhere down there. I don't know. It may not be Cancun, but they've gone on their anniversary trip. Like I said, I told him to bring me back a rich old man. Definitely. I'm concerned about the snakes because they're killing the marshland. That and the carp. But there was a chef down there that was trying to get people to see that you could eat the carp, that he had found a way to fix them that was easy and that you could eat them. And it wouldn't be hard to fish for them the way they fly into the boat. Yes. You'll never know. You never know what I'll watch on YouTube. I get started on something and I just watch a whole run of them. course, we got Tommy that or Spanky and Squirrel got it for him. I was going to, but they got it. His metal detector, so I watched the metal detecting, and I'm hooked on those. We had such fun out in the yard with that. And then my son told me the other night that he had, I didn't want that pink, that he had buried a box when he was a child. He said it's somewhere between the house and the well house. So we're going to have to look for that and see what he put in it, because he said, I can't remember what all I put in it. Well, they do cook the snakes, but like that's my center with my yellow on it. Put the caps on those. Okay, back to some glue. I don't like what I did to that one. I don't like how I turned that one. Of course, there's nothing perfect in nature, so it's okay. I tried to eat some gator, and I thought it was nasty. We have a big restaurant, big fancy restaurant here, and they served gator, and it was just nasty. He said, no, it tastes like chicken. I said, they don't take. And I've ate a lot of chicken. Oh, yuck, Mike. Definitely not. Okay, I'm going to have to cut up my other can. That's a small one. That could go in the center, towards the center. So I need one right here. Ah. Huh? That's okay. My boy's here. Is Lori home? Okay, her daddy called. Did she spend the night down there last night? Okay, well, he said she was supposed to check on the dogs. Yeah. Okay. He's only got 3 dogs, and one of them's a greyhound. So, you know, if he doesn't check on me, he said they'll all 3 be in the house. And they don't want that to happen. Because that greyhound's big enough to just come through the door if it wants to. It's like a horse. It is like a horse. Okay, these are small ones. So we'll fix them to go in here. Maybe too small for there. They need to go here. Let's start right there. Come in a little further. This is a longer one. You can go right here. Stand up there. We're about to curl it. There we go. I am making a huge flower. I don't know what I'm making, really. It's going to be a flower of some kind. Let's see. That's got 3. That has 3. That has 3. I need this in. No, maybe I need it right there. Start my 4th row because that is small. So we'll just do that. And with the 4th row, I should be able to put in the center. Yep. By the time I get the 4th row around, I can. My ink off here. Last can, may not have enough to make it since I decided I'd cut some of this out. I have to go down hunting me up another can. I think I have some somewhere. I think I have some up here somewhere. Yes, I embossed these older and actually cut some out with some die cuts. And they turned out really cool looking. I've got, mine, you didn't see them, I don't think. I have this piece, which I'll probably use in the center of the flower, this butterfly, and this heart that I have inked up. It's kind of hard to see right there. But anyway. And a fruit jar. And get my can back up here. Then that backwards. Cut that off. I know. Butterfly or a sunflower. Or keys. Vanilla coffee pancake. Never heard of them. But banana pancakes sound wonderful. I make homemade banana pancakes with banana in them. None of this flavoring stuff for me. Okay. Trim this up. Although I won't need it, but I'll put it away trimmed. That way it won't get cut. Although I will if I don't cut it straight. All right. Is that cut out? That's trash. Got another one over here that needs it. There's a lot cut off of it. Come on. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I heard a piece fly over here. Won't see it right now. Get it after I clean up. Okay, cut this in two and we'll emboss this one. After I trim it down. Okay. I just run my pencil across that to straighten it out so that I can get the edges off of it. Because like I said, a smooth edge will not cut you. This jagged one, however, on my other hand, might. You have to hold them loosely but firmly so they don't slide in your hand. And that's, I'm sure I don't have any burrs. There's a little burr right there. Now, my folder. Where did I lay my folder? I had it out here. It's here somewhere. Somewhere. It feels so good to be on. I have not been on in so long. Up here on top, where it should be. I have needed this to get me back in a crafting mood. And this is one of the things that I can do when I don't have anything else that I can think of, is I can always cut up a can and make something out of it and do a little crafting that way, and then get back into okay, I want to emboss. So oh, I've unplugged. Hi. Yes, it was. It was. It's not now. My Annabelle just came upstairs. I'm going to go over that one more time because I don't like that it didn't get all that and I wanted to. So I'm going to try that one more time. Ah, don't pull out there. It's wanting to slide sideways. It already has. And it's going to bend my tin. Go back under there. Ah,
I think it's the front.
I think it's the hump in it that's causing it to do that. I think it's the hump in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Now then, that's ready for making some petals. And we can pull this out and put that away. Well,
My mom is
is she? Okay, well, she needs to go down and check your Popo's dogs. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Maybe one more big one. Now some smaller ones. Sure, this is really interesting to watch me only do the cutting and stuff. Here, turn it off. Turn it off. I turned it off though. It's on. Goes to battery, so I don't know if that'll work. Hey, it's very entertaining in here. Good, good. I hope the girls are keeping you entertained. Kathy and I are thinking about having a chat stream, doing a little, just a talk stream. Would be a lot of fun. we haven't really got it completely figured out yet, but that kind of looks like a fish. Are you feeling better? I'm about ready. I don't have a thing planned for today, unless the kids want to barbecue, and if they do, they can do it without me. I'll just eat. I'll just eat. They can cook. That's all you need on the 4th of July, isn't it? I'm going to say something political here just one time. Just one time. I will say that we do not need a military parade that costs $2.5 million to do. Never had one, never needed one. I have too much money to spend on anything when there's people homeless. Yes, mine does too. Bye, Cheryl. Oops, I forgot to color them. Color, color, color. I'm going to spray them all when I get done. Said I want a base color on them. I know there will always be, but that could help do a lot of help, and it could improve our parks, which is in sad need of it. Which is where it's coming from. It's coming from park funds, and they're taking it away from other projects from other parks, which is not right. So you know that's sad because you know the money's got to come from somewhere. So that's where it's coming from. Hey, what are you doing with that? That is not to play with. That's heavy. Come up here and picked up my embosser. Okay, back to down a little more. But that's not hard to do because you just do it with pencil. Pull them tips down. And that one I bent the wrong direction earlier. And I think I missed a big one right there. And that one wasn't ever glued. Let's get that one glued. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Are you where you can see it? Yes, they are. But we still, if you're going to take it out of the thing, do something more than just show off your military might. We all know we've got a military might. You know, we all know that. You know, we've got state-of-the-art planes and that kind of thing. They can't even drive them down the streets because they'll tear up the roads. So they're just going to be parked. Before I get this done. I'll have to go find me I think I've got a Coke can in there in my bin, my cardboard bin. Am I buffering? I'm not showing any buffering here. Actually, I've been maintaining a pretty good stream. It's got so unused to my voice, it can't take it. It does. My auto thing is on. I can see that, and I don't like that. Yep, I'm going to be short. Gotta have one more can. That's what I get for embossing it. But it was fun. It's not been bad. Good, because I don't know. I've been thinking about doing like I've seen a lot of them do just keep coming on. Just all day long. They do something, they go live. And I've been thinking about it. I did see it buffer a little bit right there. And it better quit it. Okay, I've got to have a little more to make this. There's one. There's one. Yay, there's one. It's not been colored. Just stick it on there. Okay. And that right there. Which would make for a pretty flower. Hi, Jan. Actually, I've never been cut with them. I also have this piece that can go on there. Okay. Let's just glue that on there like that. And then we'll glue this around this circle here. Okay. And then we're going to glue that, which is really thin and delicate, but we're going to try to glue that right there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we'll try to glue it down there. So may not like that on there. Okay, because it went over the top of it. So let's get some more glue. And go, because it is green. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. I wish. It's pointed at trees, Mike. It's pointed right towards two big trees. It can't get through there. And it's not showing any buffering here. What's going on? I should cut that. I should have cut that. Let me cut a little slit in there, because I want that to go down. Don't take my fingernail off. I know they can do better, and it makes me so mad. Do you know what they told me? If I want better internet, I'll have to go up to $200 a month. They're $200 a month to do to YouTube. That's just not going to happen. I love you all, but that's not going to happen. I can't afford that. And I mean, that's all I've got to pay bills with. I can't do that kind of stuff. That's what they told me. And my upload speed is 0.925, which is super low. So that's one of the reasons why you buffer. You might go down instead of up in your processing on the settings, and that might help because I'm not buffering right now. There's my flower. And now we're going to color it some more because I'm not real happy with the pink. Well, it wouldn't do any good. It would not do any good. You can't even get through to the company now. They have farmed it out to people at home, and those people at home don't care. You know, they're writing down they solved the issue, and that's all that matters. Because if they solve the issue, they get paid. Okay. I don't know if I like that around there or not. It really needs another row of petals and coming loose. And that's making me mad.
It smells like candy up here.
It smells like candy up here.
Yeah.
Well, I wish. I wish. It'd be nice to have some chocolate. Okay, should we go a darker red with this?
It looks like the butterfly is chilling.
We can put that butterfly on it.
Wait, I wish there's itty bitty.
That's not dry yet, but we can. I think I need some more color in that. Do I have a red marker up there? You see red marker?
Yeah, red marker.
That's what I wanted. Let's put a little more color in this.
How it's not poking because it's not too sharp, but it will poke. You forgot it's up here.
That's all right. I'm going to rub it. Maybe not.
Wait, it can be pink color and red color.
It could.
Yeah.
I think it ought to be red. Because I kind of like the metallic look of that red. But we could make it bronze too. But we're going to give it a red base first. Because I don't have any bronze.
Let's see who's the bigger.
So, first off, we're going to do this red all over it.
Here's the fattest, longest.
Lift that up. I'll get that.
Nope. La 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 la. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Well, it's not a sunflower because I'm painting it red. I don't think you guys can see it. I'm out of frame. Sorry, I was working a little close to the chest there. Because you have to lift it up and get it where you can see them. So, just like so, you can color them any color you want to.
There's some like beautiful green.
Yeah, I'm going to do that green a little deeper.
This green. This green.
And the yellow a little deeper.
Are you going to use one of these?
Mm-hmm.
The big one, the blue one, the orange one, the big green one too. That's it. I'm hungry.
Are you
Wow.
hungry?
Well,
Is Mama down there working?
no, Dad has to go to the oyster car. And my dad has his phone and Mommy's phone to crash. To run over it.
Shh. Okay, go downstairs. Yeah, you don't, I will not repeat that. Little drama there, little drama out of the mouth of babes. I'm going to end up with a bronze looking color is what I'm hoping. So I'm going to put down a red base and then I'm going to go over it with some bronze color. All right. Oops, that tip needs it. Probably that tip. You see where I've had my hands on them. These are not the best paintbrushes in the world. Of course, I'm doing this fast too, so. Okay. Now that one. Let me get this one down here. Lay it down. And then this one. Okay. Am I about to get around it? Oh shoot, I'm only about half done. I told you so what, honey? Peyton? See if Peyton's got his Wi-Fi on. It's possible. He's got him a phone that he can go on Wi-Fi now with. What Mike said? Oh, did you make some, Mike? What'd you use? Just vanilla coffee creamer? Or did you use just cream with vanilla flavor, with some vanilla in it? That poor petal is so crooked, it's pitiful. And I'm good. No, I guess some of them couldn't take the buffering. The 10. Cheryl said she had to get her regulars out of the way, so vanilla extract. My red marker better not be running out. Because it's looking a little splotchy. See, it also will pull away from it, so you have to go over it several times sometimes, because it will pull back away from it, away from the middle. All right. Mike, did you have a good stream last night, hon? Oh, banana pancakes are simple because you just put a little vanilla in them, but you just cut up bananas in them and cook them. Don't put any banana flavoring in them because that makes them taste fake. Just pancake batter and bananas. Good deal. I saw you were on. But as I saw you were on as I was heading to bed. It was in my notifications. I just didn't look at my notifications. I was watching stories, found out that they were not family, found out they were colored, found out they were different religion than what they were brought up in, because there is a factor for Jewish and there is a factor for being Irish and, that kind of thing. And it was pretty interesting. I did the DNA test. I am English as you can get. You always thought there was some Indian in me. There's no Indian in me. There is in part of the family because my grandpa's brother married a full-blooded Indian. So there is Indian in part of the family. But honest to God, my granddad looked full-blooded Indian. And my dad did too, and for most of his life. And we really thought that he was at least a quarter Indian, but we found none. So it'll surprise you. we did find my brother's daughter from his first marriage that his wife had never let him see. And she is, and before he died, he'd been writing her. And before he died, she came to see him. So, I can do that too. I can hit a warpath pretty good, but my mother was better at it. She was little. She's a little woman. And we said she swelled up like a banny hen when she got mad. Okay, we're going to go a little bit more yellow in the center. Got a little glue on it now. That's got to be colored. Need a darker one. Let's see what I've got. Got blue. I don't think that'll be any darker. It might be. All right, let's get out a little paint. Okay. My toes are cramping. You were there, Kathy? I'm not doing a thing for the 4th, as far as I know. Okay, need my, where is my paint? I want my paint, I want the paint. My bronze paint. The good stuff. The good stuff. Let's see if I can find it. I see it. What you doing? Your dad sent me a message this morning. Want to know if you was going to check on the dog.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. You did?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did last night too.
Huh?
I did last night too.
Did you?
I just
He,
didn't let him in.
he was just asking me if I'd seen you and if you'd said anything about it. And he was doing it on Facebook, and I don't know why I just didn't message you. It would have been easier. But, you know, he did send me some pretty pictures, though.
Of course. My question is, do you want me to put your feather blanket in the dryer or try to hang it?
No, it needs to go in the dryer. Okay. Kathy, are you leaving, honey? All righty. I'm just going to keep playing. Put a little bronze paint on that. Just with my finger. I don't have a dryer, so if I do this, I have to just let it dry naturally because my dryer went out on me. Oh, I like that. Turquoise in the center. Get off there. I don't want you up there. I may have to have a little brush for that part. Don't think I can do it with my finger. Brushes, brushes. Oh, put it in the wrong one. Dadgummit. Get in the right one. Ooh, that'd be pretty on the butterfly. Give it some extra color. We may have to do that. I heard they were calling for some storms in DC. Oh, I like that. I like that color a lot. It's pretty. Although you can't tell by my camera that that's teal by any means. Don't get on my shirt. This is my new shirt. And I'm up here painting, cutting, inking. I love it. I got Spanky and them bought it for me while they were here. And it says, this good mood is brought to you by coffee. Which I said when I saw it, that's me. Okay, this has got to be moved because I got to reach over that and unplug some of that. Because my hot glue gun is still running. I want that up out of the way. I'm going to use it, but I want it up out of the way anyway. And this has got to go. Trying to paint around too many things. All right. Now, let's take this little butterfly here and my brush. And let's give this a little bronze. Right over that black. This is acrylic paint, so it shouldn't take too long to dry. And get a coat of bronze on it, and then I'm going to put a coat of that teal on it. on the maybe the bottom half of it, or just in some little areas. You still see a little black through it. My camera is not the right color. It did cut nice. It really was the best one, except for the jar. It was one of the best ones. My heart would have been good if I hadn't, if it slipped on me as I was. Okay, now we're going to take a little bronze and put it down in the bottom of this. Down in here. May want some gold on it instead of bronze. The gold might look better. Give it a little depth down in there. And let me find my, I bring my gold out here. This is my bronze. This is copper, I think. Okay, so I didn't get my gold out. Let me find my gold. Found the gloves. Oh, come on. Lay down there. Right. Blue. Read. Blue. Okay, where's my gold? That's purple. Where's my gold? Aha, found it. Whoa. That needed a little shaking. Hmm. See how I like that. May take a couple of coats. Before I really like that. I'm not sure that's what I want to do, or if I just want to leave it red. I really like the red looks. It's a little bit bright. Got a few spots there that need some touching up. But I like a little gold on my copper. I'm going to do that. And then go back in with the copper here in a minute and do it again. Get my medicine. My baby girls brought my medicine to me. I'll be right back. Let me take some medicine. We can't see a thing. You're painting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm painting the scenery again with some gold over that copper. Then I'm going to go back over it again with the copper. But my baby brought my medicine to me, so I'm going to take it first. Thank you, darling. I'm going to let that set a minute because I'm not sure I like that leaf with the gold on it. It's right here. I think that's the one I painted. I'm not sure I like it. It looks a little odd, but then I haven't gone over it twice. I swear I'm out to get it. I just popped that brush up and went all the way down my blouse. At least it was gold. I wear a little bling. Okay, I'm not doing nothing right now. I'm just setting while that dries a little bit, and so we can talk some more. If and you want to. If and you want to. I know I'm terribly glad to get out of frame because and so broke. I've got it glued. But it won't hold where I want. There, that's a little better. No, it's not. Because I'm still okay. It did. I've got a little bling going, thank God. Honey, I know it. I know it. I've got a shirt up here I craft in, but you know, it's hot. I've not been doing too bad though. The air conditioner's just down on low, and I've been able to handle it. Well, I don't want to get. I mean, these are brand new. I've only worn them once. This is the second time, and I've already got paint on them because I flipped that brush. That's what was crazy. Flipped it just by hitting it. Okay, I think I'm all good. I think I've got it wiped off. There's as much on my arm as there was on my britches. I know, Jen. I'm just a wreck. I'm just a mess. We're kind of letting this dry right now because I don't have a heater, so we have to let that dry. I do love this butterfly. I do love the butterfly. It needs to be brightened up a little bit with some blue. Or some gold tips or something to bring it out. And So I'm going to drink some coffee, take a little break, and just visit with you. And Mike, I have been missing you, and I'm glad to see you in here. And Jen, so good to see you today. What are you going to do? Are you cooking for family? Well, good. I am parting with some of them anyway, and do things like that, and I appreciate it a lot more than I do them. Unless I just get in and by chance get to watching one of their streams or something, and give them a thumbs up, which I do most usually. If I watch somebody, I'll usually give them a thumbs up. I've never given a thumbs down, and that don't want to, don't like to. You know, if I get bored, I'll just go. But you know, the watch hours is so important now. This watch time is so important. You're gonna try to burn the neighborhood down. You're not in town anyway, are you? Yeah, I know a lot of people have done that, but their rules are sure getting stricter. But that doesn't mean you can't have advertising. You know, you can promote your own. Well, mine is about gone. Mine is just about gone, Janice. Uh, my brother doesn't have any kids that's still alive, and so I thought you lived out on the ranch. I don't know why. I just thought you did. Oh well, that's good. Well, we had a good party for Tom's birthday. Oh, I love being out in the country. I absolutely love being out in the country. I think now that I've been alone for 12 years, that it would have been nice if I had moved to town, but it just, this is Tom's home, and he just is not going to go anywhere else. This is where he wants to be. It's the only place he's ever known. So it sounds like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, Tom was okay going to mom's as long as we come home when it got to be bedtime. When it got to be bedtime, he was ready for his own, and he didn't want to sleep anywhere else. Okay, I'm going to paint the bottom of this. Right in here. And you can't see what I'm doing, so I will come out a little farther. I'm putting a little bronze in it, or a little teal color in there. She's going to do the inside, but I think I'll go ahead and do it on the outside as well. That's going to brighten it up a little. Oh my God, I'd be out in that field every chance I got. Actually, it's ocean green at my house, honey. It's ocean green. Which needs to be changed because it's getting a little dull looking, but that's my paint color and my carpet color and wood. Ocean green and wood. Lots of wood. Yeah, I'll tell you, 5 miles out of town. And there are times when it's a little far, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, now I'm going to redo these. I'm going to redo these leaves, and I'm going to get a little bigger brush to do them. I'll reach over here and get this bigger brush, and we're going to paint these a little deeper. I believe that might be a little glue right there that's on, which is not really good. But I can't get that off either, so it's just going to have to be glued. Wrong one. Oh my God, I just like to play with color. See what'll happen if you put this over the top of that, or put it with it. And if it don't work out, you let it dry and paint it again. You're 40 minutes out of town. I'm only about 15. Well, it depends on what town you go to. I'm 10 miles from the county seat, and I'm 7 miles from where I grew up. And I'm 5 miles from my husband's hometown. And of course, his family's all gone now. They've all moved. So I have a sister-in-law still there, but that's it. But when we moved here, we were right between my mother and dad and his mother and dad. So it was pretty good because we helped take care of both of them. Okay, honey, come back if you get a chance. I'm still on. I don't know how long I'll be on till ever I get tired. I think I've just decided I'm just going to stay on and just enjoy myself. If somebody pops in, that's okay. I'm just going to strain till I get tired. Might have to do a little more than this painting stuff. Okay, I'm going to have to pour out some more gold to finish that up. We made it about halfway around. I like the gold accent on it. I kind of like that gold accent. Okay, honey. Well, I'm not doing anything to wear myself out right now other than painting. But I've got to get back into this crafting stuff or I'm going to lose my stream and my YouTube channel is going to go bust. So, I mean, it's not doing bad for somebody who hadn't posted in 3 weeks, but I sure did take some time off. And like I said, it was pretty bad around here for a while. I had a real hard time over my brother. I'm telling you, that really tore me up. That's the second one I've lost. And you know, my folks tore me up. I mean, losing my mom and dad tore me up. But I believe my brothers have been hardest. I mean, mom and dad they were in their 80s and, you know, they'd lived out a full life. But my brothers, one of them was just in his 60s and Lauren just had turned 70 something. And, you know, you don't expect it. And especially when you don't feel like you've gotten any older, even though you have. I'm no spring chicken. Although sometimes I wonder who I am when I look in the mirror. Wonder who is that woman? Oh, honey, thank you. I do need to take care of myself because it scared me. It really did. It scared me. I was broke out in hives. I'd had an allergic reaction to some medicine and broke out in hives at the same time that my brother was up there in intensive care going through all that and couldn't go to see him because I could not even put on any clothes. I mean, I was broke out everywhere. And so that really got to me. And then everything else just seemed to come down all at one time. And I called the doctor and I said, listen, you got to do something because I'm about to go off the deep end. And they sent me some extra medicine that helped the hives, and it was for panic as well. And it has helped. It's helped a lot. So, and I'm not too good to admit that if you need help, go ask for it. Because, you know, there's lots of things that can set you off. And then my fibro went out of whack and I slept for a week. So, yeah, you get it when oh man. Well, I'll tell you what, I never want to have them again. They were huge. I broke out under my arms, everywhere. I was miserable. And before I called the doctor, course, I tried Benadryl, you know, and done the home remedy things. And then when that wasn't working, finally, I've got to call the doctor. So I called my rheumatologist because that's the medicine that broke me out. And she sent me one, and it didn't help me at all. And when I called my physician and told him that I was about to go off the deep end, he sent me the one for panic and the one for the hives. I took one pill and it was gone. You can do that with just a little tent stake, you know. Hi, Kathy. You're back. I'm still painting. I decided I'd change this from red to gold. Kind of sort of gold. I'm just kind of giving it a wash of gold. Is kind of my plan. And I am liking that. When the sun hits that, that's going to be beautiful outside. But in the dark, or without the sun on it, it has enough red to look red. So I kind of like that. And you'd go to jail, you'd kill them both. So what do you think? Think I'll do more? Think I'll do some bronze on the flower? Do you think I ought to paint it again and leave and make it more gold, or what do you think? Here's my butterfly. Paint that I put on it. I think I'm going to glue that right up there on that tip of that. Like that. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, yes, they do. I do have some glitter that would. It kind of turned it orange, didn't it? I don't know about this teal in the center there. It's just a little. It's got to be somewhere. I got to look at that because I've got to put this back on it. And I use these for the back. Hey, hi, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm making a tin flower. Appreciate you coming and doing that, honey. I hadn't been able to be on in a long time, and it feels so good to be on. I've just been running my mouth and painting and cutting up tin and embossing and painting some more. Cut that down all the way around that. Like that. And then I'm going to glue that on the back so it stands out away from the flower a little bit. And that'll give it a 3D effect. I don't know how dry I am yet. Find out here in a minute. I'll use my fingers on it. It needs some brighter colors. I think it does too. I think it does too. It's a little too dark. I just happen to have some gold down here that I could put on it. Yep, that's a little better. That'll show up a little better. It might need more than that. It does need another coat of the teal, which I can give it real quick. I'm not in screen again. Yell at me. Yell at me. I believe it will. I don't know if I want to put some bronze on this or if I want to put more gold on it. I do think it needs a little bronze right down in the bottom to give it some depth. Don't know. That helped it. Can't say that it did. This would look good shimmering in glitter. How about shimmering in gold? I don't think the teal does much for it, actually, though. That, you know. Go ahead with a little bit of bronze down here. We may do that. We may put some bronze or gold on that. I don't know if I like the teal that well. And then it might benefit with a little bit of bronze as shadows underneath there. Give it some shadow look. Come up one side of it. The gold or the yellow? That's the gold. I do like the gold. Don't want to get that in too gold because that's the underneath one. Let me get the tip. I think my bronze does need to be down there on the center. I'm liking that second layer of gold over it. You can tell. I could put some yellow on it. I'll put any color on it that I've got. You know, it started out green. Green and yellow in the center. Okay, we're going to make this gold all over because I like it. I like it. Get under there. I am not going all the way to the bottom though. Down there. I'm leaving a little dark because if I'm going to do that bronze, might as well. I should take out stock in brown, bronze, and gold. That really needs to be bent a little deeper. There. Rubbing some of that off. That's all right. Those needed to be bent. That helped it too. All right. Hit those tips again. We're running my finger through them. Let's take 3 days for it to dry. Oh, how I need a dryer. Okay, here we go. All right, that's all the gold. That's all the gold I'm going to do. That's all. So she says. Dry brush it. I have been kind of dry brushing it, but I'm going to put that bronze right around there. Bring that down. Be nice if I didn't have that glue right there. There's a big old hunk of glue there. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good, Mike. Now it's the same color as my flower. Not the same color as my flower. Heat it with a light. Let's do a little of this. Make it darker in the center. What about that? I know that nobody said go crazy, but you know, I'm just a little bit. I've always been a little bit crazy, you know that. You know, but I do like that spray on it. Maybe not quite as much as there is, but we'll do that to it. I mean, it's kind of pretty, isn't it? I think I ought to put some spray over it all. Okay. Now we need to turn. So I got to plug my glue gun back in. And don't get your boobs in the paint. Yes for that. Yes for that. Think we ought to put the spray paint all over it. It does give it a little something. Now remember, I've got glitter spray. I've got a little spot right there, and I've already wiped up all my paint, but it needs a little something right under there. You can see through it. I helped it. No, I don't have teal spray. Let another roll, brush roll off of me. I have teal paint, but I don't have teal spray. I have some white spray, and I have some Dove gray, and I have some green ink, and I have some, what other color ink? Lavender. Yeah. This is Shamrock Green, I believe. This is I don't know where, I don't know what it is, because I took my glasses off and I've lost them on this table, which is not a good thing. Let's see what I've got. This is Wisteria Wonder. This is pink. I don't have my overhead light on. And this has got pushed back. I can bring. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. And the butterfly will have to rest on the bottom. And that butterfly is disappearing. I'm thinking maybe teal it all the way. Skip the spray. And well, I don't, these are drops. I do like the spray in for that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more teal on this butterfly because it needs a little. Get out of there, good Lord. My thing wants to just roll and roll and roll around. Let me put it in my jar. Okay. I'm going to put some more teal on this because this has got to stand out. A little more. Okay. Petals with teal. Are you sure? On the sides? Well, that's what I'm doing, is putting it on the cut edges. And there's 3 of them done. You like that? I don't know. That helps it any. Should I not done that with red? Just a little more than an edge. Okay. We'll try it. I'm up for it. I'm up for it. I am up for it. I've got nothing better to do than sit here and fiddle with this today. Of course, you can't see me, but you know. Okay. I'm gonna pull the pen off that. Okay. It's what I tried to do with the bronze, but I didn't get it to work. Just to give it some definition. Okay, I'm up under there. It's that far. Okay, that's every petal. I'm kind of wondering if I should use a little of that white spray on this, the pearlized, to even brighten that up even more. That looks, does that look better? Okay, because I can tap it down a little farther if it needs it. Also giving it a little bit of pink by doing that too with that rag. I did hook my gun. Did I hit my gun? And turn it on. Yes, it's on. Okay. Go right like that. And then I want this. Right like that. Okay, so this is now my top. And I sure didn't get that centered, but it is where it is, and it's going to stay. I'm going to put it out on my fence or out in my garden or hang it off the porch or sell it, you know, or do something with it too. It doesn't have to hang up, but I like to have the hang. So that's the top. And I did see a leaf that I missed with the teal. Not in here. And that's way too much. That one does not have any on it. That doesn't have much. Neither does that one. Okay. Now, I want my butterfly to sit down in here. Kind of like that. Which is upside down to you. I can see that. And my camera is upside down. Okay, so it would look like that. And I've got to get it centered to my top. My top is here. So I might want to come down just a little bit farther down to the bottom. But I want it to go around the leaf a little bit. So it'll hold it out. Come off that one. Down. Go back down. And stand back up. Okay. There it is. Now it can be hung out on the fence with a nail, or it can be put on a stem of some kind, such as like that, and put in the ground. Because the stick will go right up through that bottom piece too. It's not the prettiest one I've ever made, but I've played with it a long time, but I like it. I like it. So, you know, that's all that matters. And they go outside and they are so pretty on the post outside, or, you know, hidden down in a bunch of flowers on a stem. And they don't have to be perfect because they're, you know, they're outdoor things. But I like the texture in it, even though I covered up a bunch of it. I do like the texture in it. No, the center kind of blew me away. It needed a little bit more flower petals is what it needed. But I was out of can. I was out of can. You can even make these into flowers. These little things here with some white paint and some Q-tips and make them look like dandelions growing up. You can, you know, put them on sticks and have like 3 strange little round flowers. Okay, honey. We're having a good day so far here. But anyway, I've been on for 4 hours. I think I may take a break, and then I might just come back a little while later. Make maybe a birdhouse, or do something like that. Yes, googly eyes would be cute on them. These, you can. I don't have any tin left, but you can use and make something out of those. It could be a little bird. Put a beak on it, put a wing on it, and 2 little legs. You'd have a bird. Just that simple. That is an idea. I don't have enough tin to make the wings, but oh my God, that would be so cute.